don't care. Looking a little tired. Let me put my glasses on. Just looking a little tired. I had like a long day of cleaning and organizing yesterday. It's a little bit better. Let's get adjusted here. Okay, so hello. I wanted to get on here really quick and just talk about habits. And really, it's really more self-sabotage. So I wanted to highlight the fact that a lot of times we're self-sabotaging and we're self doubting, and we're already setting ourselves up for failure with a lot of our comments, with a lot of the way that we view things, view life. When it comes to health and fitness, and if it's something that we're struggling with, especially in like the later 20s, 30s, 40s, I notice that when I have conversations, and I've even done this, we go back to like our parents. Oh, well, I grew up in a household where we did this. Or, oh, my parents, I've never really seen them work out. Or, in my family, we're all big bone. We're all, in my family, our genetics are like this. And I'm not discounting any of that, because all of that shapes us. So that is a fact. And I think that we all agree on that and know that, because it's a fact. But on the flip side, you can literally have and design the life that you want, period. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter your circumstances as a child. If you have a will to figure it out, there is a way to figure it. There is a way, right? Like that saying that where there's a will, there's a way. It's the truth. Like, I have one of my really good friends. It's a male friend, and he's from Africa. And I hope if he ever watches this, this will be cool. But like, he literally was raised in a village in Africa on dirt, like literally on dirt, till he was 18 years old. Never owned a pair of shoes in his life. He didn't own a pair of shoes. He could have looked at his life and been like, you know what, this is just my life. This is what we do. This is how my ancestors have grown. And still lived a very happy life, like his other family members that are still back there are doing. But he had a will to live a different life. He wanted to live in America. He wanted to figure it out. He wanted to own a pair of shoes. He wanted to live in a nice apartment. He wanted to, have a completely different reality. And he did it, and he nailed it. And he's currently living it. And so when I think of like something as simple as changing your diet or getting in the gym, and then we revert back to, well, this is what I've always done. Well, this is what my family's always done. Well, this doesn't really work. People have done this. I've seen other people do it, and it doesn't work. And it's like, we're just trying to figure out ways to self-sabotage without consciously thinking about that. Without consciously thinking about it. Like, I've even done it with my skin before. Like, oh my gosh, like my skin is just going crazy over these masks. Like, because my skin broke out so bad from the mask. And I just kind of like accepted, okay, well, this is just how my skin looks when it's the mask. And it's like, then one day after 6 months of like dealing with the skin issues from the masks, I just was like, I don't have to accept this as my reality. Like, let me start to take the steps to figure out what I can do to have my skin adjust to the fact that we had to wear masks. And this is, obviously when the mask was mandated and stuff like that. And I figured it out, and my skin cleared up. But I could have just accepted, okay, well, my skin just looks like shit when I have the mask on. And like that would have just been my reality. So I just wanted to get on here and really push the fact that, like, we know we need to eat as healthy as we can and move our body as much as we can to number one, be healthy, and then number two, just be happy with, the way that we look. Like, let's be honest, some, not all, do care about the physical appearance. So if you do care about the physical appearance, it's kind of like a formula. Like, it's very difficult to do it, but it really is a simple formula. Eat healthy, work out. Eat a balanced meal, work out. Eat consistent, healthy meals over time, work out over time. So when we think about, when we start to like think about the why behind why, you know, it's so easy, but why don't we do it? Big part of it is just straight up self-sabotage. It's self-inflicted doubt. It's rewinding the same tapes in our mind of why we are where we're at in the first place. My stress, my job, my wife, my husband, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my kids, my social circle, the drama, and it's like, at the end of the day, you're then just admitting that these things have power over you. While they do affect you and they do shape you, they don't have to have power over you. So, like, for example, I was in a relationship some years back, and I gained like 30 pounds. It was happy weight. And I could have just accepted, you know, like, this is just what happens when you get into a fun, healthy, happy relationship. You just gain weight together. And, well, for him, his genes were, now he's one of the 1% of just like, that can eat whatever and be shredded. It's just like, that's crazy. But I wasn't one of those people, you know, so we'd be doing the late night dinners, we'd be doing the late night cooking, we'd be doing, you know, the consistent, you know, going on dates and eating, you know, everything's shaped around eating, or everything's planned around eating, right? Let's go eat and then go to a movie. Let's go eat before we get on the plane. Let's go eat on our way to, you know, before we go to and then we'll eat later. You know, everything's around eating. And I just like looked at him and I was like, okay, no, like, this is not how I want to look. So like, I need to figure out what I need to do. And yes, it did take sacrifice, but I'm trying to figure out a way to explain it where it's not sacrifice, because it's either you sacrifice like your health and your happiness with how you look for just laziness and comfort and staying warm and cozy in the bed. You know, you're sacrificing wearing the clothes that you really want to be wearing. You know, you're sacrificing just your self-perception of like, dang, you know, I used to be like this, and all of a sudden 6 months later I look like this. So you're sacrificing that for chicken Alfredo. I mean, it's like people are like, oh, I just want to live. And then like on the flip side, the very next few hours later, they're like, oh, I feel crazy. I shouldn't have done that. And it's like, how long are we going to keep doing that cycle? And I've done it. So that's why everything I'm saying to you guys is not judgment on anybody, because I don't talk about nothing that I haven't done or gone through myself. So that's first and foremost. But that's why I know I can talk about it, is because I went through it and I overcame it, and now I live a healthy, balanced life. But the first thing I want to, you know, really focus on is the word health. You know, I have energy. I'm not fatigued. You know, I feel like I have control over what I put in my mouth, which means it's really a form of self-love. I love myself enough to not splurge and overindulge on things that I know are just are going to push me further away from my goal. Oh, yeah, amen. See? So just wanted to really, you know, talk about that on my way to this tone class. Even this morning, I was like, it's such a nice Sunday. It's Labor Day weekend. You know, let me just like relax. Let me skip out on this workout. And I just was like, or I could look at it opposite and be like, ooh, I'm super excited to move my body today. I'm super excited to go to tone class and push myself. I'm super excited to see if I can do that one particular workout that's always difficult for me. Let me see if I can actually hold that particular workout longer. Let me see if I could push through the rep. Let me see if I could do a little bit heavier of a weight for a longer time. Like, it's a blessing to be able to move your body. There's some people that literally, due to, you know, whether it was an accident, whether it was they were born that way, there's some people that literally cannot do certain things because of certain circumstances. So I just flipped it. I was like, you know what? Because I literally was about to make some tea. I was gonna have some pancakes, and be in my pajamas all morning, and then maybe, you know, might do something later, might not, might just whatever. I just was like, I'm just gonna have a lazy Sunday, and then I just was like, do I have to have a lazy Sunday because it's Labor Day weekend? Like, just because it's Labor Day weekend, I'm like, it's a habit, right? Like, oh well, it's a holiday. But okay, well, it's a holiday, so even more of a reason why I should get up. I don't have any work to do today. So even more of a reason to check in and hit some more, and hit some goals for myself, because this tone class is really, really cool. There's a lot of different workouts. We use some weights in some workouts, some of them we don't, and some of the workouts are really, really intense. And some of the workouts are just difficult, and it's like, I get to show up, and it's only 45 minutes long. It's only a 45-minute class. And it's like, I'm already going to be, like thinking of excuses on how to wiggle out of it, instead of just do the 45 minutes, feel great after. You like, who feels worse after they work out? Like, I personally have never heard anyone say, oh my gosh, I worked out, I'm so mad at myself. Like, that's if it is, I'm not talking about, that's obviously the rarity with the feeling of how after working out. After you work out, you typically feel amazing. You typically feel accomplished. You feel satisfied. You feel proud of yourself. You feel proud, This hair's so wet, so I keep like taking it off my neck because it's like really wet. But so, I just wanted to get on here and really push that fact of stop the self-sabotage. As soon as you start to think of an excuse for yourself, stop yourself. Literally, even if you have to like breathe for a second, like, okay, wait, hold on. Like, well, wait, hold on. Okay. Let me figure out how I can do it today. Like, let me figure out what do I need to do? Do I need to get a Celsius? Do I need to get some coffee? Make a big cup of fresh coffee? Do I need to get a coffee on the way? Right? Do I just need to, stop and just hop in the shower real quick, 5 minutes, throw some cold water on my face and just get going? Like, kill the self-sabotage in its track. The more you can develop a muscle to do that, the more success you'll have with staying consistent with this journey, with this fitness journey, workout journey, nutritional journey. And one last thing before I get off, a lot of it is like not even our fault. And I know this for a fact because I was like, okay, I haven't eaten like any kind of cracker, a healthy cracker, or any bread for like 2 weeks straight. And after the first week, I didn't crave any of it. And then there was like these really yummy crackers that were like multigrain, gluten-free, like all these things, right? But it's still processed. So I was like, okay, let me get them. It'll be a nice snack. I'll have it with some ghee, with some sea salt and some ghee. And it'll be a nice, tasty, healthy snack for myself. And then I noticed that I wanted to keep eating it, like just kill off the whole box. And then I remembered, this is not even my fault. Like, this is how processed food is designed to operate in your body. When you eat processed food, there's never really a feeling of satiation. So because I realized that, I'm like, okay, this food is designed to make me like it's making my body want to crave it. It's not even me. It's not even Sienna being like, oh, she's just like gluttonous. It's the way that the food is made. Even if it's a healthier grain cracker, a healthier, dried fruit, anything processed, it's going to make you crave it more because of the way that it breaks down in your body. So, and it shoots up your blood sugar, and then your blood sugar makes you crave more. So once you like realize these things, that sometimes like it's a self-sabotage, it's the way that the food's made, it's our programming. If we see something, it's like we weren't even craving a McDonald's big fry until I just drove by it. It wasn't even in my brain. So again, once you realize those things, it'll become a lot easier to like be in control, be centered, be grounded, and then shift into the reality, the goal, the life that you have for yourself. Shift into that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and run in here before I become late to it. Let me see if I can. I always like am talking in my thumbnail, so I'm just gonna like make a thumbnail little screenshot real quick. You see, maybe I'll do glasses for this one. We'll see which one I pick. But all right, have a beautiful Sunday. Have a beautiful Labor Day weekend. Be safe. Like, subscribe, share, all that cool stuff. I love talking about this stuff. Let's get healthy together, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.